It was just a normal sort of Saturday morning. He went out with his friend cycling, and I went to work. I went on my bike to work. But I got a phone call from the police to say that James had been in a collision. As they were pulling up, they had the blue lights flashing. And I knew at that point it was a really serious collision. I got to the hospital and I was allowed to go into resus with James, but he'd broken pretty much the whole of his right side. So he's fractured his skull. He'd broken his elbow and his shoulder and his pelvis. But obviously the sort of most terrifying thing was that he had significant head injuries and they placed him in an induced coma. About a week after, following the stroke, the hospital rang me and they said they didn't think James was going to have any quality of life, and that it was probably best if we were to withdraw the life support. And obviously I did say, well, can I come in and see him? Because I hadn't been allowed to since I saw him in resus. And they said, yeah, they would arrange that if it came to that point, but they'd give it a couple more days. And luckily, things did start to improve a bit. And they continued to treat James. I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do. One of James's friends suggested that I run British Cycling, and it was British Cycling that put me in touch with Lee Day. The moment that I had that initial conversation with Beth, who was our solicitor, it really reassured me that everything was going to be all right. She was really personable. She was literally there on the worst days of my life. She was one of the first people that I spoke to when I got the call from the hospital to say that James may not make it. And she knew so many things. She had so much knowledge about brain injury, about hospitals, about therapists, and it just felt right. I was never in any doubt that Lee Day weren't going to get the result that we needed to get. After 4 months in hospital, we were able to bring him home, and Lee Day supported to bring the therapist to our home. We had an occupational therapist, a dietitian, a physiotherapist, a facial physiotherapist, a psychologist, and a speech and language therapist as well. And they were also, you just knew that they were like the best people that we could get. So it was just a really supportive environment for James. You're all right, Jay?
So James, what's life like for you now?
It's good, thank you. It's good, very different. Very different to before, but it's good there. Some tough days, but you celebrate this. You celebrate the small things in life. Things like this, I cry and I laugh like that. Which is weird, but it's also okay. Then while cycling on the road, drink this one out every now and then for a coffee and things. So, very different to before. So but new adventures. Sometimes a lot of the same things, but that's okay there. Yeah, I do miss my old life. It's in a good way. I don't remember a lot of it, so that's kind of helpless phase.
Lee Day really helped us to find a property in a location that's really going to be suitable for James for the rest of his life. It's exciting to pick out the furnishings and things like that.
It is.
Trying to make the house nice and colourful and warm.
Yeah, definitely. A new start. But still be the same us, just different.
I think one of the things though is we're trying not to pin our hopes on this being the solution.
No, not at all, no.
For everything, because we're still going to have the challenges.
Yeah.
still going to be the anxiety and the depression.
Yeah. Just makes things more possible to deal with or respond to or cope with, I think.
We need to have a decent
Nice home.
home where we can relax.
Yeah.
And you've got a quiet space and a therapy room
Yeah.
and somewhere where you can ride your bike indoors.
Yeah.